Since 2008, I have been researching how human activities are impacting the oceans. The main area of research is in ocean acidification, and this is basically looking at how much carbon dioxide is getting into the ocean and how that's changing the ocean chemistry, the rate that it's changing, and creating baseline data for Irish waters. Scientists here at the Marine Institute and NUI Galway, we go out on research vessels and we collect water samples, and we are measuring the carbon in the water along with other parameters such as nutrients and temperature and salinity. And what we have seen in the Rockall Trough, where we have historic data, so there was carbon data collected in the 1990s, we were able to look at the change in carbon chemistry over 2 decades. And we are seeing rates of acidification in our surface waters at the same rate as in the main ocean carbon time series sites around the world. So it's happening right here at our doorstep as well. Now, there's already been an increase in ocean acidity of 26% since pre-industrial times, which is directly due to human activities, and this would be mostly the burning of fossil fuels. And we're expecting that by the end of the century, unless we can slow down our CO2 emissions, we're expecting an increase in ocean acidity of 170%. So it's the rate that's the problem. This rate of acidification is unprecedented, and so our marine life have never experienced such a fast rate and change in the carbon chemistry around them. The oceans provide about half of the oxygen that we breathe through phytoplankton. They provide jobs and medicine and food. To reduce ocean acidification and climate change, we all need to do our part. So this is important locally for communities, it's important for industry, it's important for governments, and we can work together to reduce our carbon dioxide emissions to the atmosphere.
SMART is a marine education and training cluster that was developed in 2011. The idea behind SMART was to pool all our partners' expertise, knowledge, facilities, and most importantly, research infrastructure to develop a consortium that could provide research vessel-based training offshore, and this would provide students with the skills and experience required to either undertake research or to work offshore in the marine environment. Well, we use the 2 national research vessels for training, and we bring them out and we show them how to operate equipment and instrumentation, how to take samples, how to process and archive those samples, and how to acquire data, collect data, analyse it and process it. We run courses on everything from seabed mapping to marine renewable energies to advanced marine technology to ocean observation. And we train over 350 students a year. We have a large number of different international collaborations built up with everywhere from kind of Australia to Europe. And a number of these international programs involve us training international students on different vessels. The marine sector in Ireland and across Europe is one of growth, and Ireland's integrated marine plan until 2020, Harnessing Our Ocean Wealth, identifies capacity building, training and education as one of the main 8 pillars that's going to underpin this new jobs and growth area. So it's essential that Ireland invests in the Indigenous talent that will allow this to happen. And the SMART programme is central to this because it produces fully rounded graduates in marine and maritime industries that have the blue skills and the experience and confidence to work and carry out research in an offshore ocean environment.
One of the really exciting and innovative projects that we're currently working on is an EU Horizon 2020 project known as Sea Change. And Sea Change is about creating an ocean literate population. When we say ocean literate, we mean people understanding how important the ocean is to humans and how humans' behaviours are important then and influence the ocean as well. With Sea Change, it's about co-creating a healthy, sustainable ocean. And by co-creation, we mean doing it with citizens and for citizens. Sea Change is very innovative. It's a multidisciplinary project right across Europe. We have education, we have citizen science, and we have governance. So in education, we're working with partners and consulting with people about the barriers to ocean literacy for 12 to 19-year-olds in school. For citizen science, we've been running a number of competitions, and we're designing events that are going to take place in aquariums and the World Ocean Network across Europe. And in governance, we are working with our policymakers, national policymakers and MEPs, and looking at legislation and governance issues and processes to see how those processes can be improved, made more robust, made more relevant, all towards creating an ocean literate population. So if mankind is to prosper and survive, we need to work in harmony with the ocean and use the marine resources in a sustainable way that will be there for generations to come.